Good morning, everyone. I call the May 9th, 2024 special meeting of the Arizona Board of Regents to order. Rachel, would you please confirm we have quorum?
Yes, Chair Mata, we have a quorum.
Thank you. This morning, we will convene an executive session for review of assignments with President Crow, President Robbins, and Arizona Board of Regents Interim Executive Director Chad Sampson, and for legal advice and discussion regarding the University of Arizona presidential search. At the conclusion of executive session, the board will resume the public meeting to hear the item on the agenda. Do I have a motion to enter into executive session for the executive session items listed on the agenda?
Chair Mata, so moved.
Thank you. If there's a second.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
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 Oppose? Any abstentions? The motion carries. The board now will convene in executive session. Being here today, the special meeting of the Arizona Board of Regents was called to order earlier this morning before convening an executive session. Rachel, would you please confirm we still have a quorum?
Yes, Chair Mata, we still have a quorum.
Thank you. Next, the board is asked to approve the guidelines for conducting the University of Arizona presidential search. I'm pleased to lead the search committee alongside with Regents Duval and Goodyear. I would like to provide a brief update on the search, which is now well underway, and then turn it over to Regents Duval and Goodyear. The board established an advisory committee for the presidential search to help gather input from various multiple interested individuals and groups, assist in identifying essential presidential leadership characteristic, and vet potential prospect. Regents and committee members participated in a number of listening sessions and town halls in multiple Arizona community groups last week and yesterday via in-person and Zoom. A survey was sent out last week and has so far received over 3,500 responses, and I believe that we have increased that today. So I'm going to turn this to Regent Duval and then Regent Goodyear. So if you guys want to add anything additional to what we have experienced and comment. Regent Duval?
Sure. Thank you for that summary. We have been engaging in the most robust possible listening exercise that has included 15 or 16 different specific campus constituencies, 2 town halls, including last night with over 200 participants, more to come. And it's going well, and we are beginning to move towards a real understanding of what this institution needs in the form of a new president, and that will help inform the committee as we begin the search for that key individual.
Thank you, Regent Duval. Regent Goodyear, anything you want to add?
Oh, just a little bit. So the input has been substantial, and we're actively soliciting it, and people are stepping up. The best news for me is that the input that we've received has been really constructive. People have positive thoughts. There is a sense of optimism on campus that you might not sense, from some of the overall coverage, and people are engaging. They know that Cecilia and Fred and I are taking their input seriously, and they're stepping up. So the quality of the input we're getting is good. It is forward looking, and I'm quite optimistic. Right now, it feels like we've had several good days under our belts, another lengthy set of listening sessions this afternoon, and right now I'm feeling pretty optimistic about things.
Thank you, Regent Goodyear. So today the board is asked to consider the proposed guidelines of the search, and the proposed guidelines outline the responsibilities of the advisory committee, the search consultant, and the board. I will ask Chad Sampson to present these guidelines, and the floor is yours, Chad.
Thank you, Chair Mata. For every search, this board is asked to provide a set of guidelines of which it adopts, and then those responsible for conducting the search follows those guidelines. The guidelines not only protect the board legally, but they also are a place for which our team can refer media and other individuals who want to know how this search will be conducted and want to know that it'll be conducted according to the best standards. The board is asked to approve the guidelines for this 2024 University of Arizona presidential search. A initial draft of these guidelines was produced as part of the notice for this meeting. Based on the feedback that the regents have been getting from not only the Search Advisory Committee, but the numerous listening sessions and the numerous voluminous amount of feedback that it has received from the survey and other individuals writing into the board is modifying these guidelines slightly. It's modifying these guidelines from those that were published. Specifically on paragraph 12, it says the advisory committee will now review all prospects. This was always the intent, but we have made it explicit in these guidelines that is part of the case. In addition, we are modifying paragraph 4 to make it known that the advisory committee will again review and have an opportunity to vet all potential prospects for this committee. With that, Chair Mata, I stand for further board questions and ask you to lead the board to approve these guidelines as written.
Thank you, Chair. Yes. Are there any questions or comments from the board?
Regent Mata, just clarifying those revisions are paragraph 12 and paragraph 14.
Okay, thank you.
Understood.
Thank you for that update. And so, seeing none, I move that the board approve the proposed University of Arizona presidential search guidelines with revisions as presented. Do I have a second?
Yes, second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Any abstention? Motion passes. Thank you all. This concludes today's meeting and we're adjourned.